Hi fellow humans, I am Akshita Lakshkar and I welcome you all to my channel Brain Roots. So today we have Arisha.
Hi everyone, so I'm Arisa and I'm a first year at Lady Freeram and I have history as my major and sociology as my minor. And today I am joining Akshita to, give you all some tips about how I prepared myself for my board examination. I got a score of 98 in English. So I got 97 percentage. That is rounded off 97 percentage in my boards. And I got 98 in English, 100 in psychology. Um, and 96, 96, 95, 95 in other subjects. So honestly, if when we're talking about English, the best you can do is the same advice that everyone gives you is that how the NCERT books are your Bible, because honestly most of the teachers just tell you that English, honestly, you don't need much preparation. You just need to have good writing skills. It's that once you know what content you have to write about, you just need to know how to formulate it into good sentences and how you can create a good answer. English is more about how you can create a good answer more than what you have to write, since it's more on the language and writing basis, and it mostly tests how good are you lingually. So English, I didn't prepare much. I mostly just went through the NCERT, and it's pretty difficult to get like a 100 in English since it's a language, so no one, the evaluators and invigilators don't really provide that. But yeah, the most you can do is you can just, have faith in yourself and, just be really good at how you create answers. And I'd say, maybe just look through or just write the format of the writing skills once. That's all. Honestly, there's not much to do about it. About my boards in general, do I need to say, do I need to discuss more?
You can give the importance of PYQs. Have you prepared some PYQs?
Yeah, so I did a lot of PYQs and a lot of question papers. So specifically for psychology, I had like this thick bundle of papers that I had been given for practice by my teachers specifically, and it had helped me a really lot, because then I had actually read the book pretty well for a lot of times, considering that I prepared for the pre-boards a lot of times. So I was very thorough with the book, and after practicing like a whole bunch of papers, it just made my, preparation for the psychology exam really well. And PYQs are really important because then, the information that you already gathered, you're able to practice it, and then you're able to, make it your strength. So you don't forget it ever. Like even now, if someone gives me a class 12 question paper or something, I'm very sure I can still solve it. For other subjects, also I prepared more or less the same. And I had also very bad experience with the board checking. So don't have much hopes from the board evaluators because they're horrendous, but you can definitely try your best. And I'd say the moment you think that you were scoring more and you've not gotten the right marks, send it to evaluation without thinking.
Exactly.
So the first result that came, I had gotten 93%, and then I actually had 6 subjects. So I sent 5 of them to reevaluation. Yeah. And the moment you see your answer sheets and the model answers and you'll see that you've written the exact same and they still don't increase marks, it's okay. You need to be calm, composed. Don't let the frustration overpower you, because then it's like once you've made it to your dream culture, once you've made it to the place where you want to actually pursue your higher studies, you actually realize that that is a very minute or very like a little piece of your school journey, or like a little end to the school journey, and it's mostly just scores. And now that I'm sitting here in Lady Shriram, I don't think it really matters if my evaluator checked it wrong or if I didn't get what I deserve. It just matters that you're giving your best, and it's that you give as best of your capability as you can. And that's all I'd say. Also, you have to have, please, even if you're writing utter crap in the paper, write it beautifully. Underline the keywords, lines after all the answers, the average shit that your teachers also tell you while preparing for 10th and 12th boards. And for answers. Honestly, just, remember the keywords and elaborate on them. That's the best you can do. For economics, since I had economics and, practical subjects like economics, maths, chemistry, physics, all of these accounts, all of these you cannot do just by reading the stuff. You have to practice it. You have to write it down and practice it constantly, because there are a lot of graphs, formulas, and tables and everything, especially in physics and core maths. But yeah, for practically based subjects, you have to practice a lot. About YouTube videos or YouTube channels, I've never had like a very good experience, especially in my 11th or 12th grade, with, referring to YouTube channels for something. Even with my CVT preparation, I don't think I've ever had to refer to any YouTube channel. See, the thing about YouTube videos that are specifically like talking about 12th or something is that if you feel that that is helping you out, definitely use that. But the thing about is that every student has a different way of preparing for the exams. Every student has a different way how they use their capacity to prepare, how they write, their capabilities in a particular subject. Everything is very different and everything is variable in every single student. So for someone, seeing YouTube videos might work, but for me it never does. So what I do basically is I just randomly, like, I just go through skim. For English specifically, what I did is that I just skim through the chapters. I underline what the main words were, and honestly, since it's English, so the stories are pretty easy to remember. So, just underline I just remembered what the most of the gist of the story was. And then I just noted it down, like somewhere rough in words or sentences. And then, once you remember the keywords, the key plot lines, you can just elaborate on it and build on it. That's best. YouTube videos I did not refer to for English, although I did refer to, summarized parts of the chapters that could help me out, since I didn't have much time for certain chapters. Since there are 2 readers, honestly, if you even if you go through both of them, maybe just take one reader, like take Flamingo a day before exam and take Vistas 2 days before exam. And, skim through them day by day, so that, you don't have the whole pressure on one day before the exam, or on just the night before the exam, since most of the people, they start the night before exam and then it gets pretty frustrating and very exhausting. So for boards, it's honestly better if you do it a few days prior, considering that the only time I have prepared a few days prior for my examination has been in my class 12th boards only. But yeah, that's mainly the key points for 30-day preparation. Honestly, refer to the main boards PYQs, since I've seen this, I've experienced this in OSWAL and in OSWAL for CVT and boards as well, that, a lot of questions are framed incorrectly and their answers are also given wrong. But if you feel like that is something that would help you out, definitely go for it. But mostly refer to the board PYQs, the official board examinations. Practice questions that help you out a lot, considering that a lot of questions are more or less the same that's come. And okay, so for 30 days, honestly, the best thing is that, you just have to, allot a specific amount of hours for one day. And, since, 30 days, you cannot even totally get into the 10 hours a day studying all of thing. So, maybe just try start with 3 hours a day, then 4 hours a day. And, allocate like 1 hour to this subject, 1 hour to this subject. Focus more on the subjects that you need more practice at, that help you out more. And honestly, just keep everything balanced. Don't overburden yourself too much with anything. That's why it's better if you do your subjects, if you do your courses day by day and not, hour by hour the night before exam. So that's the key thing that I followed when I'm preparing for my boards. Other than that, keep yourself relaxed, don't cut out any physical activities, because studying takes a lot of mental toll on yourself and your mental health. So, keep watching your favorite movie once in a while, keep listening to songs, and keep reading books if you have the habit. Honestly, that's best. I think that works out. I play lawn tennis, so I played lawn tennis every day in my boards. It keeps me really calmed and relaxed, and it gave me a break, honestly, from all the sitting and studying. So yeah, just, keep everything balanced, and honestly, don't stress too much about it. Just give your best and, you'll get the best result.
So thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you Alisha for sharing all insightful information.
Thank you so much, Akshita, for having me. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I really hope that what we've talked about today really helps you out. And thank you so much. Bye.